Hey, everybody, Michael 58. How are you doing? Uncle Al's in here. We've been talking about the Red Dragon.
Yep. Hi, Michael.
How are you doing today, Michael? Is it hot where you're at?
I think we got everybody from lunch, but
89 degrees.
no, or I got a delay on my. I
Excuse
got a
me,
delay.
guys.
Yeah, it's a delay. Hi, John's life.
That darn candy I was eating.
Yeah,
Uh,
you all right?
yeah, it's sugar free, so it kind of clogs me up.
Oh yeah.
What's talking? I just sucked some down my throat.
I do that too. Uh, too.
John's life. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How's everybody doing? Is it wet or is it warm where you guys are at? It's around 91 here where I live, and I think Uncle Al said
100.
106 where he's at.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Kaylin,
Hi, Kaylin.
how is it in Iowa? Did you get your coffee mug yet?
I hope so.
I sent her a special one.
I hope it's reached there. Mail service has been kind of funky last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I sent her one that's not like any of the other ones I have out there. Got a lot of what? Sub $200 pistol. You tell me you got a $200 pistol? Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah, you're gonna like that mug I sent you. I'm not gonna tell you, but it's you got one that nobody else has. You'll see when you get it.
Hi, Allie.
Allie Carroll, hey, how you doing? 93. Oh man, is that with any humidity then, or prep for it? Hey, how you doing, my friend? July 1st. I thought it was supposed to be like the 29th or something. I'll have to look again. Oh well, July 1st, just next week.
Yep.
Maybe it's because it's a special thing I did for the cup. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'll end up telling you about
Uh,
it.
just gotta wait a couple more days. Phew.
You'll just know when you get it that there's no other cups out there like yours. You're a special ed.
Yep, it's a warm morning, folks. I'm trying to do 2 videos this week, but because of the brownouts, the rolling brownouts, because of the power consumption.
We've been having some brownouts here down along the southern border.
Yeah, because everybody's flipping on the AC at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, so it puts a drain on the electrical system, and they purposely brown out some areas to save the transformers in the line.
That's what they were saying. They send me in my email. They send me notifications of what they're doing with the power company because
Yep.
a lot of our state is solar. So they send you notifications telling you how they're spending the solar energy or whatever you want to call it, And they turn it off down along the southern border because the towns down there are real small. So they turn the power off so that those towns don't need it during the day. Nobody's doing nothing,
Right. Unless you have a big freezer and you got food.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why you always have a backup generator. I don't trust nobody.
I'm getting ready to buy another generator.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa Lee.
I've been looking at them. I want to buy a Generac, but the old lady won't let me.
Yeah, they're too expensive. Get something portable and quiet.
Oh, a Generac was well worth its dollars and cents.
True, but if you have to move in the next 5 years, it's going to stay there for the next 5 years because they have to cement it down into the ground.
Yeah, it's only anchored there. I could undo it. My kid's got to learn to do some stuff eventually.
Yeah.
The thing is, you could get my house is on natural gas, so I could make it just turn automatically to natural gas if something were to go wrong,
Oh, yeah.
and then just have them put in another fitting for propane.
Right.
So if I have to relocate or anything, I could always just have a tank to hook up to it. That's my thinking behind it. It's just
right. But also, you have to change the burners on it.
Well, there's a switch in the ones they do for Generac. All you do is reach in there and turn a switch. I've really been looking at them hard. They just have it, whichever one you're going to use, you just turn the switch one way or the other. And it's already rigged up for it.
Well, that's good because I'm suspicious on dual fuel because some of them, if you're not on top of it, when you really need it, it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, I don't know that Generac. That's why I say Generac. It's like the top of the line.
True.
People don't want to spend that kind of money, but if you think about everything that they've thought about to engineer it, it's almost well worth the dollars.
Right. Foolproof. Federal government uses them. But like I said, the 5 things. We had RA disease, that's phase 1. We had weather and natural disaster. A couple of hours ago, I had an earthquake here.
And yeah. I think Gil put something up late last night that there was it was in Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, no. A couple of hours ago here, about 10:58, my sensors went off, and we had an earthquake. It was about maybe a 5 or 6 pointer. And over at Lone Pine Tree.
Yeah, we're having some weird weather.
Oh, yeah. And number 3. Oh, yeah. Everybody's been asking this topic is starvation and economic warfare.
Oh, hi, Lisa. I didn't see you come in. How you doing?
Lisa right there. Lisa. Whatchamacallit? Starvation and economic warfare. And if you've seen the price of steak or beef or pork or chicken in the central states, well, we can't ship anything. We have it stockpiled.
Well, I live in Nebraska, and there's a meat packing plant in Colorado, which is just like 3 or 4 hours from me. And they shut that meat packing plant down. So all the meat that we were getting regularly is starting to slow down. It's not coming like it was.
Right. But the problem with the Colorado plant, it doesn't have storage facilities. We have storage facilities. We have one that you could drive a whole semi-rig in there and stuff meat into it. Only problem is you have 3 stories of meat in those warehouses.
Allie Carroll, welcome to the live stream. How are you?
Yeah, and there's Budget Bushcraft.
Budget, hey, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. We got people from all over in here, Allie, just visiting, meet everyone.
Yep, we're all talking. No, a budget. It's not in the Bay Area. It's my area location. No,
He's in the desert area, but
yeah, it's Lone Pine Tree. It's about a mountain range over. It's a little north of Bakersfield, out in the second desert. I know my deserts around here. Yeah, that's the aftershocks. That's Kaylin's question.
yeah, that's probably the aftershocks, Caitlin.
Yeah, the big one was yesterday. There was 7.6 people running outside because they know better. It's Mexico, and you don't want to be inside a Mexico building in an earthquake.
Where you at, Allie? I must have missed it. Hey, Fish Room, welcome to the live stream.
Hi, Fish Room.
There's
Starvation.
been quite a few earthquakes recently, really, all over the world.
Just go from Japan on westward. Next one will probably be in the Caribbean or in East Coast someplace. I can't figure it out yet. But it travels around the world. It bounces back and forth. So we had weather and natural disasters on the list. We talked about starvation and economic warfare. Now, starvation and economic warfare are together. Trouble is, we have all this meat stacked up to 3 stories. It's like, and we haven't sliced up our cows. They're whole cows frozen on hooks.
Yeah.
So we can't do anything with it. We can't ship it to other plants to process. And Denver processes our meat. We ship them whole over there. They slice it up and ship it to you.
Yeah, well, this part of the country also has wheat.
Right.
And they have silo after silo of it full of
right.
wheat.
But do they have mills?
I think they got a bunch of it stored up and can't get rid of it.
No.
Hey, watch out, you guys. We have a live stream now.
Yeah.
We got the CEO here.
Hey.
How you doing, Gil?
Allie's from Georgia.
I'm having fun because right over there, I can't see it on the bed. My grandson's sleeping, taking a nap up here. He crawled up. He was playing in here and crawled up in the bed. And he crashed while I was doing the earthquake announcement.
That's good. Nice and quiet.
We were just talking about the earthquakes. Did you hear us? We were talking about all the earthquakes that you've been announcing.
And the thing is, I have been firing them all off. There were a couple others that are out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean. Big one. I didn't, not affecting anybody. So, hey, why bother?
Well, that's what I was telling
then also,
and these other guys is this year we have had a ton of earthquakes. I mean, all over the world, you know.
Yeah, actually, we are about for 6.0 or greater earthquakes, we are about 75 behind the norm. Right. And as far as the 7.0 or greater, we've had 4 now, which puts us 3 behind the norm for 7.0 or greater.
Well, it just seems like we've had way too many.
That's because I'm pointing them out. But yeah, in reality, it has been a very quiet year. Up until the last week, we only had 2. Usually have one a month for the 7.0 or greater. And I still got it open here. Yeah. So yeah, because we just had number 4 in Mexico. And number 3 was 5 days before that down in New Zealand. Both of those were 7.4. Prior to that, the previous one was back in March on the Coral Islands, 7.5. And then the other one was the end of January off of Cuba at 7.7. Usually have one a month, at least.
Well, I think it's the moons
All
and
right, John. See you in a little bit.
yeah,
Take it easy, John.
and the moon and tides are shifting a little bit. Plus, we have the polar shift, so everything's about falling into pattern. And other side where I live, Gil, Lone Pine in the other desert.
Mm-hmm.
You know where Bakersfield is? It's north of Bakersfield, other side of the mountains in that little strip desert
Yeah.
between two mountains, right dead center. I think it's near Lindsay. Or Lindsay.
All right. So your one today was up southeast of Lone Pine.
Yeah.
It put it up, but it was I'm trying to remember here, 45 miles from the most closest edge of the Long Valley Caldera.
Yep.
Now, if it was up in the Long Valley Caldera area, a little bit closer to it, I would say, Uncle Al, time to vacate the area.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Hey, I seen cars dance in Japan with people in it. That's an earthquake.
Yeah. Let me pull something else up here real quick here while I'm puttering around here. Because usually, pull it up here. All right, so I'm going to share this real quick here. If you want to put that up there. This is the Usgs map here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And so this is the area here going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so this current one here, right here, that's at 2.7. It's only 18 kilometers southeast of Lone Pine. There's your 5.8. And you had a
Hey, old man.
3.
Welcome.
3.3.
You get your package yet?
Yeah. There's one of your 4.6s.
Yep. Hi, old man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they've downgraded. Yeah, they had a 4.6 and a 4.4. They downgraded the 4.4. So, but yeah, so this is all the timeline here. This is all today. And the red and the red one, the red one here is within the last hour.
Yep.
But if I zoom out now, here's the one that was shaken off yesterday. This is just showing today's only 1 day magnitude. So there was some other stuff going on up over here in Nevada again in the same area there. But see, the Long Valley Caldera is right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that one, it makes the Yellowstone look like a bench warmer.
Yeah. If that one blows, I'm going to be in Japan.
If it goes though, we're gonna be in a world that you know what.
Yeah, because
most of California will be into the ocean.
Actually, no, you don't have to worry about going to the ocean because everyone keeps saying California is going to fall off. It's not. The coast is actually rising up. Every time there's an earthquake, the coastline rises up, not down. And that's how come you got the Pacific.
So we'll be losing some of our oceanfront property.
No, you're going to be getting more.
Yep. Except it's going to be 100 feet up.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming up because you have the continental plate, and then you have the Pacific plate going pushing this up. So basically, it's folding it up, and that's it's as it moves north, it's also moving in, and that's how come like the Golden Gate Bridge is getting closer together. I mean, the two shores are, and they're also elevating. So it's
worry about is if it brings back another sea. Remember the Inland Valley where I live used to be an ocean. A fairly big one too.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't salt, folks. It was fresh water.
Yeah.
When you have 30-foot trout roaming around like sharks a million years ago, you get kind of nervous.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, this, should be another, I'm expecting, well, what's going on with the stuff going down in New Zealand back on the 18th. We're within the 2-week window for a major upsurge in small quakes up around the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh yeah.
This one down there surprised me, because every time around the New Zealand, Vanuatu area, if there's a 6.0 or greater, you usually get a 3 to 3.4 earthquake within 2 weeks on the Calaveras Fault, and a 3 to 3.3 on the Green Valley Fault. Well, we had a 7.4, and those other ones haven't materialized yet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the other day when you said that. It seemed like such a big number.
Yeah, it's as far as the numbers go, it's we had a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, we had 21 7.0 or great earthquakes in a year.
Yeah.
So so that was a cooker one there. Somebody's waking up.
Uh-oh.
Little one.
He's been asleep for, usually takes an hour nap. He's been down for almost 2 hours.
He must have played hard.
Oh yeah, he was playing hard. Boom. He's staring down at his picture down there. Whoa.
You got your video made yet of the disc?
I got it recorded. I just got to do a lot of editing. And the thing is, to do the high speed stuff, it takes almost like if I want to do 50 minutes of high speed, it takes like 70 minutes to do it. I don't know why it takes longer.
So there's talk about economic warfare and controlled starvation.
Yeah, but this the thing is, should be a little bit of a wake up call to people in California. Is like, hey, you need to pay attention, and it should be a wake up call to everybody. You got got two things going on. You got earthquakes, going on there, and you got the idiots thinking, whoa, they're opening up. That means I don't have to wear my mask anymore.
Yeah.
You've had several months to learn. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, and do all your other stuff. All right, so you've been learning this. So now, all right, we're going to open it up. That doesn't mean you got to stop wearing those. It means you got to keep wearing them. Otherwise, we got to lock it down again.
Yeah.
Al and I were just talking about Arizona before we started up.
Yeah. Let me say
the thing. They all think that they don't have to do anything there. They're just enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah, that's wrong. Anyway, let me say hello to Urban Grandpa Pepper. That's right.
Hey, Urban Grandpa.
Hey.
I would put another sensor in the yard. You don't want people wandering on your property unannounced.
Yeah. The other thing too that's interesting is Newsom Nuisance, the great Governor Nuisance.
Yeah.
Finally, after months of being told to do it, is saying, all right, if you're out in public in California, you have to wear a mask. Finally. Yeah. If he'd done that back in February when he was told to do it, there would have been a lot fewer cases. Because if say I have it and I'm wearing a mask and I'm talking to Uncle Al and he has it, the chance of Uncle Al getting it if we're both wearing masks is 5% of what it would have been if nobody's wearing a mask. And so if people had been wearing it there, have been wearing masks all the time, we'd probably have, like at least 90% fewer cases.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
There's a lot of people here even starting not to wear a mask. Yeah, I wear a mask no matter what. If I go outside my house, I wear my stinking mask after I get out of the car,
Right.
I get out of the car and I go in the store and I got my mask on. And here's all these young people running around without masks on. My son's with me and he's got his mask on, And I looked at him, I said, look at all those stupid people. And they all just kind of stare at us.
In about 6 to 8 weeks when we have right now we have the surge. And it's different from Red Dragon. Red Dragon's usually for fall weather. And you have the surge right now. Surge takes longer. but its side effects is a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I did a whole video on it, tried to explain to people, you're going to go on dialysis. They're going to stick a needle about the size of this pen into your left or right arm to pump blood. Another one's going to go into your femoral artery in your leg. And it's going to hurt because they have to almost crucify you to keep the blood flowing for the dialysis machine. We had 2 deaths last week. That's why I went funeral on Monday. People's blood choking up the machine. They're not getting a oxygenated blood in the system because instead of a normal little kind of blood cell like this size, like this, and it
gets me. It gets me. Why do we have to be told to wear them? This person should know better by now.
The Japanese, you always wear masks.
They're an adult, Why don't they just wear it?
Well, because they're selfish and they think, oh, I'm entitled. I don't have to. I'm tough. I'm Superman.
I'm better than them. I'm better than them.
Right.
I'm Superman. I'm not going to get it. 8, 6, 7. Okay.
It's an American thing. Tell that to any Japanese people, they're going to look at you like
you're stupid.
Person's nuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. All right, it was about 3 weeks ago is when they did a major reopening of stuff, and then you had also a lot of the protests and crap going on.
Yeah.
Well, guess what happened on this past Saturday? We had the highest one-day new confirmed cases ever. Over 40,000 cases in one day, new cases.
Well, like I said, Gil, people are, selfish and stupid. They're going to pay for it.
Yeah. Problem is, they're going to make other people pay for it too.
Oh yeah.
But everyone just needs to be prepared. I mean, it's I can just see it happening again. Some of those food processing plants are coming back online. Hey, guess what could happen in 6 weeks? They're all down again.
They're all down again. Yeah, and I was just telling Uncle Al, we have a processing plant about 3 hours from where I live, and they fired it up. And as soon as they fired it up, they shut it back down again because they had so many people test positive.
Yeah,
it's wet and cold and damp, perfect conditions for the bug to grow in.
Yeah,
unless you're suited up, like what we're doing in our area to keep our rates down, we're suiting everybody up. So if you're going to the bathroom, you're suited up, and then you do your business, you get on the first suit, and you go back on the line. But if you're not suited up and you don't take precautions, well, you lose your paycheck for the day because you're acting selfish, you're crazy. Everybody who's working in meat processing or butchering, that's where we butcher the cow for. Gil probably knows the term. When they take the head and feed off and you only got the big carcass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you're prepping it before you quarter it.
Right. Well, we prep the cows, but quartering's done at another meat plant because if we did everything in one spot, it'd drive us crazy.
Yeah. Okay, what's going on here? This is just checking something here. We're getting a brand new Costco here in Idaho Falls.
Brand new Costco?
Yeah, it's still under construction, but yeah.
Hope it makes it in time. Might be
well,
close.
It's pretty much it's close to being done. I mean, when I drove by it there, as they were doing landscaping and stuff, and the parking lot's all paved. They probably got another 2 weeks to get the Costco gas station opened up. Concrete's all done. They're just putting in the pumps above ground now.
Right.
So
wow, you won't have so far to go now, huh?
Not the Costco. The other Costco is down in Pocatello, and that's a 45-minute trip. Of course, in the Bay Area, going around the corner is a 45-minute trip. Is that you?
Hi.
Yeah. Can you say hi?
Hi.
But the big problem with the spikes for the summer, that's the surge. What I'm worried about, and so is Hubble's cat, is the second wave possible. We hope we skip it and go to the third. Hi,
Yeah.
Tibor, how you doing, my friend? My
Oh,
condition's in good shape.
I thought Kenny Rogers was dead.
That's what he's saying. Rest in peace.
huh.
Oh, he lived a long time. He was old when he got famous.
Well, don't forget he was famous with the first edition. Yeah, so he passed away on. Oh, he passed away March 20th. Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
So he was born in 38, passed away in 20.
They're building a new distribution center. Well, he can build them wherever he wants. Budget. He's got so much money he could sleep in a different bed of money every night.
Yeah.
Right. And also, like 6 or 7
What are you doing?
groups are starting to sue Amazon for screwing up a lot. You heard what they're doing to YouTube and Google right now. Black YouTubers, gay YouTubers, gun rights YouTubers, Hispanic YouTubers, you name it, everybody's suing YouTube and Google and the alphabet. Also, I think the federal government too, but I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, they're suing him for what?
Espionage?
Espionage?
Take your pick. I can't remember all the departments.
I would have been thinking they would have been a lot of people would be suing him over discrimination, civil rights violations. Doesn't matter if it's a private platform. You violate someone's civil rights, you violate someone's civil rights. So that's why I'm surprised people aren't suing him using the civil rights laws.
Right. I think it was either. Shoot. I can't remember what the State Department or Department of Treasury, because Google was using its search engines and machines or whatever to get ahead on certain items, and because the computers work fast and transfer the data to their favorite organization to get money.
Yeah.
That didn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Trying to get through.
Now, I'm not sure. I'm noticing names here. Lisa Lee's in here, and Ali Carroll. Carol.
There's Ray Urban Grandpa Preparato.
Yeah, I saw him. But yeah, this guy's getting a little anxious. I'm going to put him outside the room here so he can go play. Back in a second.
Well, there's a go, Grandpa, little kid. You gotta build a slide. You got to build a slide, slide him out the window or something else.
Have one built right into the table.
Right.
You're out.
Yeah. If everybody's planting late and if you're in a cooler climate, I recommend butternut squash. Easy to grow. It's a hard shell squash. I have to do a video on it. I promise. No, I promise to. What kind of produce for the long winter? Butternut squash. You lightly wax it, because I think Modern Refugee did on cheese waxing. You could use the same wax but a thinner mix, and you wax the outer shell. You draw faces on it too, and you store it all over the house. And if people ask you what it is, oh, it's household decorations. You peel off the wax and you cook it. They're starving eating their neighbor's cats or rats or pigs or whatever. You're having a nice butternut soup or butternut or roast butternut. Beats eating roast cat. Jill, are you planting any butternut squash this year?
My daughter's planting all the squash. I'm not planting any. My wife has a bunch planted in California. My daughter's planted a bunch up here. In fact, out there when they were the video when I was showing the slope fence for cucumbers and cantaloupe, that last bit of that we planted out there was all squash that she had.
When's your wife coming to Idaho full time?
About 4 years.
4 years? You'll be
Hey.
old and decrepit.
No.
Like you said.
Well, at least butternut is the easiest of the three hard shell squashes. The most difficult one is the Japanese Kabocha squash. You have to know what you're doing with it, and you cannot use the seeds from the store-bought one because that's a mule. It's two different species combined together because I think it's the French Provolone and the Japanese Kabocha, which does not look like the ones in the supermarket. Combined together as a mellow flavored kind of hard shell squash. Because I eat real Kabocha squash and it does not taste like the one you buy at the supermarket. Totally different flavor.
I think you're right, Budget. That's how Uncle does some of that too. Container gardening.
Yeah.
I'm doing that this year. It's working pretty well for me too.
Yeah, I found out that the lady that has the big greenhouse in town where my daughter's been putting a bunch of her stuff and growing it in the cold and then planting it. She has, she makes me look like nothing. She's out there. she's got 3 huge John Deere tractors, big, small, everything, and she's had 0 success with her corn. And I got corn coming up everywhere. He was over here yesterday.
Well, probably her ground. What she's planting kind of corn: Flint, sweet, dent.
Sweet corn, but usually I just for some reason it's just she's had a hard time hers germinating, and the stuff I put in just went. I got lucky.
Must be the dirt that she's using.
Yeah, it could be. Sweet corn's really sensitive. It could be lack of calcium, lack of magnesium, a lack of 3 other trace elements. Also, her dirt could be contaminated with something.
Her dirt is kept very clean, and she gardens naturally and stuff, organically. So,
what was previously on the property?
She said that they've had that property for I think it was either her father's or her husband's father's property, and they got it from them. But they got like 20 acres, and it's been farmland forever.
Well, maybe they didn't rotate it right.
No, you got to be careful because back in the 20s and early 30s, they used to have what they call arsenic stations for grasshoppers and locusts in northern southern Ohio, where they take a farm and they load it up with arsenic and I forgot what the other poison was. I know my poisons, but they use that farm to load up planes. And when you see like 50 million locusts or grasshoppers in the air, they used to take the old biplanes from World War I and crop dust them.
Yeah.
With arsenic. So you got to figure out how old is the land.
And well, up here they, Idaho's been for even decades and decades and decades against that type of stuff. It's been very low pesticides. They really don't like any of that stuff up here because they don't want to take a chance on the potato crops up here taking a hit like did in Ireland. And so they just they're very very into
nervous.
Yeah, exactly. And so you don't go spraying a bunch of crap, you don't do a bunch of other stuff.
Right. Old man says DDT. No, this is days before DDT. They used to bomb the area with arsenic to kill certain bugs and pests. And this is before DDT. DDT came around the 1950s. Am I right?
Yeah.
And Idaho does not want to do the arsenic thing again.
Yeah.
I think it was called Paris Green. Gil?
There's I know there was one of the big things up there which nobody likes talking about anymore was called Chlordane.
Right.
And that was being used for insects and stuff. But I don't think that ever was allowed in up here. because
No.
I mean they were saying that was banned, back almost as soon as it hit the market because they didn't trust it.
Right, because California was stupid and let it. They used it Chlordane for for pest control companies and termite companies because it's a wonder pesticide. It kills everything. Yeah, it kills you too.
Oh yeah. Well, my grandmother had some. In the back. This how I'll tell you how old it was. In a brown gallon jug, concentrate,
Wow.
and some bees got into her attic or up by the attic, make a big old thing, and she went out there and she mixed that up so strong.
I remember those days,
Sprayed
Tibor.
there, killed all the bees, but it was so potent it killed all the Bermuda grass on the ground beneath it. That is some nasty stuff.
Yeah, because people forget that Chlordane was originally developed by the Germans in World War II as a nerve gas, but it didn't work too well, so they sold it to guess who? Chevron Company as a pesticide. This is very good, Justin. You would like to destroy everything on Earth. Great pesticide.
Allie Carroll saying severe thunderstorm warnings going on in effect where they're at.
And it could be tornadoes.
Yeah, I mean the weather is really weird. I mean, Butch at Sand Hollow Homestead and a couple other channels I've been talking about, how the weird weather and stuff, and that's what we're going to be talking about on Friday for the Friday night special. Is is this the new norm?
Yeah.
All the storms and stuff, because it's been pretty bad all across the United States. Weird bad as far as late frosts. And real roller coaster, high low temperatures. It's just screwing with all the gardens and stuff.
Yeah, they still go across some of our roads here and lay down a loose bunch of gravel and then go across it with oil and some sort of weed killer to keep the weed from growing weeds.
Yeah, I forgot what they call that one.
Yeah. But
anyway, the big trouble with the weather, what Gil said for Friday, we're in kind of a washing machine cycle until about 2 weeks from now. Then I hate to be in Canada for the winter because if I got it right, my numbers and everything, there's going to be a really harsh winter in Hudson Bay because
that's what you said last year.
Yeah, and look at the weather this year, and also Siberia is having Uncle Allen weather. They had 101 today over there. Siberia.
101?
101 in Siberia, not towards the European side of Russia, towards the Chinese side of Russia.
Siberia is supposed to be freezing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but right now, no. It's like they're having wheat. They're growing wheat in Siberia the first time. They're freaking out. So it's going to be Siberia is going to have Canadian weather, and Canada, unfortunately, is going to have Siberian weather. So that changed my plans for invading Canada. I was going to Red Deer, and nice little bit of snow and nice summers and stuff, and like, oh no, it's going to look like Siberia for the next 10 years. Hell no. I got to change plans. Might head to Vancouver. I hate Vancouver.
Yeah, I'm looking at the jet stream here for the.
I'm bringing it.
Yeah, this goes through July 4th. Watch up in here. Watch what this does here, man. It just turns out, circular up there. Let's go through it again. It'll turn into a circular front. There it goes. So something screwy going on up there, Montana and up into Canada up there.
Hi, Blue.
But yeah, there's your projections on this. There's your timestamps for going on here to the future, and then down here, you're getting tropical stuff coming across Mexico too.
Oh yeah,
so that's weird.
I mean,
that's weird how that Arctic stuff is coming up.
Yeah, and it's just
if everybody watches the chart and everything, washing machine weather.
All right, Yeah, this is totally. I mean, this is totally abnormal jet stream patterns,
Oh yeah.
and everybody's wondering how come they're getting one day, 90-degree weather down here in the south, and the next day it's back down to 50.
Yeah. Rain, snow, hail, all in the same week.
Yeah,
I told everybody last year, fire and ice. Even Gil remember that.
yeah.
Gil?
I'm
Yeah.
feeling pretty good, Lisa. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. But that's what I was going to show. Get something else up here real quick here.
Yankee. You gonna go out and see Yankee again?
Shoot. Okay.
Oh, dust from Africa. Yeah, that's the Sierra. Not Sierra.
Oh.
Sahara dust storms.
Mhm.
What you're worried about that is the French is chasing after two socialist groups who sold parts of the Sahara Desert to despicable Eastern European bloc countries who don't guess what on those desert areas. Everybody's mad about this one. So you got the French foreign leaders trying to clean this stuff up.
I think you're right, Kalen. I think it is going to be a weird summer.
Oh, yeah. And to answer old man's question, what about the dust from Africa? You ever heard of hurricanes, cyclones, and tornadoes? It's going to hit all the southeast. It's going to hit Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. What are the states in the south?
Is that down in the Gulf then?
Yeah, because it's upswinging it's coming from the Sierra Desert, across the Atlantic, the Southern Atlantic, and goes up into Cuba and into the Gulf. That's going to be a mess.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude, Budget. Pretty cool dude.
I would dig a trench shelter nearby. You don't want to be Wizard of Oz in the RV. Fly away.
Yeah, this is a picture of a medium duty disc if you want to share it.
Yep.
Similar to what I got. I got the heavy duty one. So the medium duty was $1,100. I got the heavy duty one, which is a lot better built.
Oh, you just bought it?
Yeah, I bought one for a guy had to get rid of it. He bought new land.
I thought you were just gonna rent it.
Yeah, I bought a disc for $850, a heavy duty, not a medium duty, and so it's mine stuff's all bolted in, heavy duty and stuff, and he was getting rid of it because he bought a new new property, new house, and everything on it. 8 inches under the topsoil, he's got massive cobbles all over the place, and so he can't use it. It's just he tried using it, and it's just like it was just bouncing, and he goes up, and so he's getting a.
Well, maybe he's got some minerals underneath there that he can get out.
It's Idaho. Yeah.
Now this is a lot of the wash off the Grand Teton. So you got all these cobbles and stuff that have been washing off the mountains there for the last couple millennia. So, so I got one that's a heavier duty than this medium duty one, and so it's been I've been having fun out there with it. Video coming hopefully sometime tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, I like heavy duty is better than medium ones. because medium ones, you got to baby it like hell. I'm getting too old to take a gas and weld things on it. So my nephew do that.
I'm looking at Lisa, are you talking about the fence I put on at an angle? Shoot.
Just take off a few boards, put chicken wire across, and you got a natural little trellis. You could do A-frame with it too.
Let's see. Let me put that back up here. Find something here real quick. See if this is what she's talking about. Come on, work. Yeah. Everything's freezing up here.
That's all right. We know what you're talking about, Gil.
Yeah, I want to make sure is this what she's talking about?
The hog wire at this kind of angle.
Yeah. So it looks like she said yes. If she's talking about this fence, I put the fence on a slope, and we planted all the cucumbers along the bottom of it and the cantaloupe to grow up it. Yeah, you could do that with a pallet.
You could do that with a pallet.
Yeah, in fact, what my wife did with the pallet was she has a pallet on the side, and she has it set up with growing strawberries on it. Get the strawberries up off the ground and stuff, and keep them away from the slugs, the snails, and the sow bugs or pill bugs, whatever you want to call them.
Oh yeah. You can try this. I have a strawberry pot, but I gave up because every blue jay used to raid my strawberry plants.
Yeah.
So when I'm about to eat them, there's holes about this big in the nice juicy strawberries that I have a tomato cage trellis. I have the strawberry pot underneath. I have the plants grow up. So just pick the strawberries off of it. Unfortunately, every bird in the neighborhood like free lunch, and then they all over my backyard.
Well, my wife in California has taken care of most of the birds. There are some neighborhood cats that are kind of outdoor cat type things. She puts a little cat food out there.
Allie, thanks for coming by.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, so she put some cat food out there in the garden, so the cats come out and they lay underneath the shade of the tree and underneath the plants and stuff. And she's been finding feathers around.
She's not telling you she's shooting the little birds, and the cats are waiting for it. Free lunch.
No, the cats are hiding in the bushes, and when the birds come down to eat the fruit, they pounce on the birds. But if you look out here, the areas out here that these are all types of squash, spaghetti squash, zucchinis. And then there's a bunch more of these plants here that she's going to put in down there. We'll get down to the end down there. That's all. I'm going to take the walk down there. Yeah, see, these are all down up past the fence. A lot of these are all squashes and stuff out there. All these are squash and zucchinis and stuff like that. So,
looks good, Gil.
Yeah.
So,
you've been farming to be heck, huh?
You got processing like drying and canning?
Well, for all the squash and stuff, my daughter last year was just making zucchini bread and stuff out of stuff, and the kids, don't get sugar very much. They get vegetables and stuff all the time.
Good.
And
what I do is make succotash and I put it in the or pint jars, like 400 of them. My nephew's like, Uncle, I want to make jam. We hate succotash. Eat your squash.
Yeah.
And, it works because once you pressure can squash and some carrots and some green beans and stuff, it makes a nice side dish and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
All you have to do is open it up, heat it up, and that's it. Add a little butter. Everybody did see my produce canning stuff, right? Right, canning stuff in jars.
I think I could I'm looking at Lisa's the comments here. I think I lay wire over the trundles And attachment if I mix squash and cucumber. Yeah, you could you're not gonna have much of a problem mixing, planting squash, cucumbers, cantaloupe and stuff near each other. Shoot, you ought to see what my wife does in her garden. She has everything really close together in the front yard there in California, and it you can grow stuff up. Now, if you're having like on a vertical panel, what to help support the cantaloupes and the cucumbers, old nylons work great.
Yeah,
You make like a little hammock for them.
No, that's a good that's a good idea.
And that way it grows on there. It's not putting all that tension on the vine itself.
Yep.
Al, next time you cage the strawberries with screen material, yeah. That's what Anthony at Pimento Prepared did. He made a box with a lid on it that has the wire on it to keep the birds out, and it's hinged so he can open it up, do his stuff, close it back up, and the birds can't get at it. Now, something else that works too good, and we've done it out in the backyard, is old CD and DVD discs and stuff like that. Get some string, hang it in the tree, and it'll spin, and the reflective side, catches the sun, and it just drives the birds nuts.
Yeah, they do that a lot out in Washington. They put little, I don't even remember. Some guys just use aluminum cans and just cut them apart and hang them up in the trees. Let them just kind of rotate in the sun, and it scares the wildlife away.
Yeah. The thing is, though, the squirrels though like to play with them. We got screwy squirrels. You see them climb up in the apple tree. There's one spitting there, and they bat at it like a cat. It's like, what?
Yeah, because they think it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And because what drives me nuts is every critter, when this type of weather, I get sunburn, I got bugs, I got birds, I have gophers, I have squirrels, and it's like my garden's totally wrecked. That's why I have my patio garden with the boxes and containers. I have an acre garden at my nephew's house, and I got a guy down the street. I'm helping him out. He's a truck farmer, and he's raising 2 to 3 acres of produce for me that I requested and I paid for him because he lost his grocery store deliveries.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm helping him out. He's growing me my sweet potatoes, pumpkins, squashes, all the heavy stuff. And my family gets mad when I pass out on the 1 acre. I'm hoeing. It's like 106 outside. And they keep telling me not to do that anymore.
Oh, the wheel!
The wheel!
It's
Yay!
wheel.
Let's give a shirt away before everybody moves out of here.
Yeah, spin it.
Okay, here we go. I'll get this thing out of here.
Number 11.
Yeah,
Number 11, I'm going to bring this over here for a second. So I'm going to show you guys I have the tablet right here, and that's what I'm counting off of. So that you guys are in here, I'm going to move it back about, if it will let me, about halfway up, and then we'll count down 11. Because some folks have left.
Yep.
So I'm going to start at somebody I know is in here, which is Kaylin. I'm going to count down 11 from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is John's life. Is he in here?
I know he said he was going to leave, but then he kept on making comments. I'm looking out, see.
I think it was
John's life's in here. Poke your head up. Otherwise, I'll move to the next one.
I don't see any comments popping up here.
And the next one after John's life is Allie, and she left.
Yeah.
And so the next one would be Budget. Are you in here, Budget Bushcraft?
I hope he's there.
And he was here
He
10
was
minutes
just
ago.
talking a minute ago, so
Yeah, he's out in the boonies, so his connection could be bad.
I'll give him a couple of minutes here.
Refresh on this again.
Who's after budget?
Next one after budget, it would be John's life. John's life, I believe he left.
Yep. Who's after John again?
Vanessa Kitty.
Vanessa, if you're still here, please type something. Or we have to go down the list again.
Michael 58.
I think Michael already left.
Michael 58. Next one.
Michael says pay it forward.
In that case, the next one would be Old Man.
Old man, are you here?
He's here. Pipe up, old man. He always just sleeps in the background.
Michael said pay it forward.
Yep. Old Man is the next one. Next one is
Old man said pay it forward.
Gray 1107. And after that one is Urban Grandpa.
Didn't Ray left? Because he had grandkids watching Goofy.
And next one after that would be, see, Allie's gone, Michael.
Pay it forward.
Hold on. I have to go back and go up. Next one is Prep Fort.
I thought he was on a lunch break. I don't see him anymore.
Yeah.
All right, Die Bullfrog.
I'm sorry, you could pass it to Gil. Gil, did you ever get anything from Will?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff from Will. I got Will's YouTube bumper sticker.
Well, that's what we've called all the names. When do you guys have to take it?
Well,
Okay.
did you call Lisa Lee?
Nope.
Because
Let's call Lisa Lee.
She's still in here.
Yeah, call Lisa.
Lisa Lee, are you still in here?
Ray says pass it forward.
Lisa, you want another t-shirt? How about, since you have a t-shirt, let me send you a mug.
Yeah, Lisa says, are you sure? I just won recently. Well, you win again.
Yeah, you just won again. I'll send you a coffee mug.
Yeah. Back in
Power is about to quit on me, so I'll catch you later. It was a nice live stream, guys. And
all right.
Like I said, guys, be careful with aftershocks.
Wear your mask, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember back in October, I was hitting like every other one. I was winning it. Then I stopped typing in the side chat so much.
All right, you guys. I got things I got to do. Thanks for coming.
All righty.
Have a nice rest of your day. I'll see you guys on Friday.
All righty.
I'll see you before that, Gil.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.